I get it. You're only upset about paid parking and Harry Jerome because that way you can talk hot air about recreation on the North Shore.
What? No! No, can we just agree that so recreational services as a whole are integral to a community's well-being and mental well-being?
Yup.
Recreational centers are the pillar that promote these kinds of services that create a stronger united sentiment and community bonding and well-being.
Yup.
Therefore, to encapsulate the city's model of a healthy city, we should be then making sure these services encapsulate and uphold our community's needs.
Makes sense to me.
Therefore, if you want to make recreational services...
Make sure that they have value or they're profitable.
What?
Well, that would explain why council is able to find $5 million to fund for an outdoor pool with an additional yearly maintenance of around $700,000 to train, maintain, and operate because that pool is estimated to make money. On the other hand, it's also why skateboarders can't find any money to fund for their new skate park at the new rec center. It's really obvious.
No, that's not what I mean at all.
What do you even know?
I've worked as a lifeguard instructor for about 10 years, approximately 4,000 hours. I have from toddlers to adults. I have taught classes of all ages. I've also taught a multitude of life-saving courses, whether that be the bronze courses, from first aid courses, to even national lifeguard and recertification courses. I even got a certificate in pool operations. I agree with the city's community recreational strategy. Quality community recreation comprised of built-in natural environment, programs and services inspires residents to be active and connected to the community throughout their life. But I can't see where the strategy pushes council's insatiable focus to making our recreational services into business investments. A need that these types of services need to have some form of value and some sort of profit in order for us to say yes, we would like to build it. Most recreational services, especially recreational facilities, normally have higher expenditures than they do have higher revenues that they are brought. I also like to think that most dog parks, most soccer fields, most baseball fields, playgrounds, etc. are not built on this premise, and they're also just built on the need that our communities want. No one wants to frivolously spend, everyone wants to be fiscally responsible. I get that. But what I also still don't get is that how can we come to that conclusion when we delayed the building of Harry Jerome for 3 years with the premise of A, reducing that cost and then not reducing it, and B, when asked about it, simply say cost estimates don't always pan out. And when did we start viewing recreational services as businesses? When did we have to start evaluating, considering what services are needed based upon some idea of value or profit or merit that it would make money or add to our economy? Council seems to be happy and content with building more condos and building more townhouses, and yet for recreation, we gotta have a detailed appendix for all of our recreation, both indoor and outdoor. Now that I think about it, where is this sort of detail when it comes to housing or transit? Future housing needs? It's just numbers. Our North Shore Transit Plan is summed up in one line. Recreation? Oh, we got a whole detailed inventory for that. And why does our community recreational strategy need to rank and base our community recreational services like as if there's some sort of business model? Like we have to justify the cost for the amenity or justify that the value has some sort of aim or goal that helps the overall scope of the economy. Is this why North Shore curlers are never going to get a rink on the North Shore? Even though there's no facility across the entire city, district, and city of West Vancouver. And no, going up to Squamish or saying just drive to the city of Vancouver is not really indicative of the city's model of a healthy city. Should skateboarders come back with a business plan because for some reason they can't get a skate park roof because they don't have value? So all they get is sentiment from council saying, we hear you, but we just don't have the budget for you. Do swimmers just get cut because a 50-meter pool is not viable because it only shows its true value if it's fully utilized daily, and if it's not at that full capacity, it just costs too much? We're sorry. So from all of this, I'll ask Council, when you turn community recreation services into business investments, when you change the decision making into being more business oriented, where we're ranking services, where we're trying to figure out if they have a profit or not, whether we're trying to figure out if they have some form of value both publicly and economically, wherever those gains may be, where's the community in all of that?